Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Briggs coming to you from Homework Club today. Where
Mr. Briggs, Mr. Briggs, Mr. Briggs, Mr. Briggs, Mr. Briggs.
what do you need, Rinchin?
Hi.
Okay, we're back to stretching and shrinking 4.3 about missing parts. It's going to be on through 65, A through E. Then we're going to skip ahead and do the ACE problems, 9 through 14. Then we're going to do 31 through 34. And then finally, 39. Our learning target for today is that I can use scale factor to find missing sides of shapes. So, kind of going on to this, our notes today are on page 64 through 65. We want to make sure we have lesson 4.3 notes. We have our name, date, and crew on this page. And the notes for today have this: finding missing sides using scale factor. And if you know the size of an original shape, and you know the scale factor, you can find any missing congruent shapes or any missing congruent sides that might be in your shape. So basically, if you know the scale factor and you know one side, you can figure out every other side. It's a really fun little trick. But what you need to make sure is are the figures similar? Do we know the scale factor? And what are the congruent sides? So let's try it out with this first example. I know that to get from 2 to 4, my scale factor has to be what? Well, I do 4 divided by 2. My scale factor is going to be 2. So do I know my scale factor? Yes, I do. In this case, it's going to be 2. And everything multiplies by 2. And if my scale factor is 2, then this side here that's labeled 4 has to multiply by 2 because every side gets multiplied by 2. And if I multiply 4 by 2, I get 8 for my missing side. So basically, first you find your scale factor, which we've done already, and then we multiply a congruent side to find a side that we don't know. So you're kind of like solving a mystery, a little two-part mystery. And this might be a little bit more complicated because it requires that extra step of finding your scale factor first. So here's our first example. I go from 4 inches to 10 inches. I am going to assume these two shapes are similar. Now, first I have to find my scale factor. And to do my scale factor, I'm going to do 10 divided by 4. And 10 divided by 4 gives me 2.5. So everything is going to get multiplied by 2.5. 2.5 is my scale factor going from small to large. Well, I know this side is 7 inches, and I know my mystery side is congruent. So all I have to do is 7 times 2.5. And if I do 7 times 2.5, my answer is 17.5 inches as my missing side. So as you can see, it's a really simple little process, and it's pretty easy to wrap your head around. You're just using two skills that you already have and putting them together and making them into a really useful little tool for finding missing sides. Okay, your coursework today is going to be on page 64 and 65, problems A through E. You're then going to go ahead and do the ACE problems and make sure they're the ACE problems for investigation 4. Okay? You don't want to be doing the same problems twice. And your problems are going to be 9 through 14, 31 through 34, and then skip ahead and do 39. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have fun.